a leader, you are often required to make decisions about how fast you want to implement certain steps as part of the initiative. In leading change, we're going to explore this bit wrong. As a leader, one of the key choices you have to make is how quickly are you going to implement change. And while there are many benefits about speed of implementation that are related to quick or equally a lot of drops, if you go too fast because you are speeding up and not involving sufficiently. Motivating change. What is motivating change is all about? For me, it is a person's drive to change his or own belief and behavior. When we seek as a motivation, it can come from when your reason for changing or not for any reward or outside gain, but instead for the sake of your own happiness and well-being. And then, motivation can also come from the outside. It is when you want to change to get some kind of reward or outcome. For example, it is when you're participating in treatment to help you get parole or get off probation. And also other people, especially family and loved ones, can also affect our desire to change. Is, for example, when your reason for changing are to make other people happy and to make other people comfortable to you.
Creating a vision. Discover and describe the organization core ideology. It describes the organization core values and purpose and is relatively stable over time. Core values typically include 3 to 5 basic principles or beliefs that have stood the test of time and best represent what the organization stands for. Although the vision ultimately describes a desired future, it must acknowledge the organization's historical roots. The intrinsically meaningful core values and principles that have guided and will guide the organization over time. What are the core values that inform members what is important in the organization? Core values are not exposed values. They are the values in use that actually inform members what is important in the organization. For example, has clear values around the importance of customer service. Toymaker Lego has distinct values around the importance of families. And the Disney companies have explicit values around wholesomeness and imagination. What is the organization's core purpose or reason for being? The organization core purpose is its reason for being, the idealistic motivation that brings people to work each day. A core purpose is not a strategy. Purpose describes why the organization exists. Strategy describes how an objective will be achieved. Construct the invention's future. The core ideology provides the context for the invention's future, unlike core values and purpose, which are stable aspects of the organization and must be discovered. The envisioned future is specific to the change project at hand and must be created. The envisioned future varies in complexity and scope depending on the changes being considered. What the bold and valued outcome? Bold and value outcome description of envisioned futures include specific performance and human outcome that the organization or units would like to achieve. This value outcome can serve as goal for the change process and standards for assessing program. What is the desired future state? Desired future state, this element of the envisioned future, specific in vivid details what the organization should look like to achieve bold and value outcome. It is a fascinating and engaging statement intended to draw organization members into the future.
Developing political support. Attempts to change an organization often threaten the balance of power among individuals and groups, resulting in politics conflict for success. The change effort must leverage all key power players who are recognized as having strong expertise, influence, and integrity. Assess change agent power. How much power do you have? How much power does a change agent have assessing? Identify key stakeholders. Who are the people that are going to help you? Who are involved? Who are may will be guard in the change process? It may be a department head. It may be a secretary. You need to identify who those key stakeholders are, and finally you need to influence stakeholders.
My name is Mikey Fernandez and my topic is all about source of power and power strategies for change agents. There are two kinds of power, the individual source of power and power strategies. There are three kinds of individual power, the knowledge, the other supports, and the personality. Power is ability to influence or change an outcome. Personal power is a source of influence and authority. A person has over his or her followers. Where does the power get power from? In short, the power is determined by his or her followers. And also, there are three kinds of power strategy. First, the playing straight. Second, the using social network. And last, the going around the formal system. As we look around organization, it is easy to see the manifestation of power almost anywhere. In fact, there are a wide variety of power-based methods used to influence others.
Managing the transition. Activity planning. What's the roadmap for change? So what is activity planning? It is a plan that is prepared for each individual based on their activity. Evaluation is referred to as an activity planning. The strategy for incorporating these activities into the individual's daily routines should be included in the plan. What's the roadmap for change? Road mapping is the strategic process of determining the actions, steps, and resources needed to take the initiative from vision to reality. Commitment planning. Whose support is needed, where do they stand, and how to influence their behavior. Commitment planning contains the commitments your team decided and planned to take to achieve them. Change management structures. What's the appropriate arrangement of the people and power to drive the change? Change management structures needs to take into consideration project goals, barriers, the solution to be solved, and stakeholder concerns and interests. The ease in which change is introduced will depend on the project team's ability to engage stakeholders early and often throughout the project life cycle. Change as a transition state. We have here three states: the current state, transition state, and the desired future state. When we experience change, We move from what we had known and done through a period of transition to arrive at a desired new way of behaving and doing our job. Treating change as a process is a central component of successful change management.
Sustaining momentum. This means that making sure there is a continuing emphasis on strategic direction and internal process improvement. It includes 5. The first one is provide resources for change. Providing resources for change. Resources are the people or employees in an organization. Those who are excellent in their performance, mga empleyado na dedicated sa kanilang trabaho and ready to embrace the change. A change to be a better and successful organization. Then the next one is build a support system for change agents. There must be managers and employees to oversee the process of change. Sila yung mga agents para sa pagbabago ng isang organization. Then, the next one is develop new competencies and skills. Ito naman yung mga talents or skills na dapat pang lalong i-develop para sa ikabubuti ng isang organization. Then, the next one is reinforce new behaviors. Dapat pagtibayin ang mga bagong magagandang behaviors ng bawat nasasakupan neto. Then, the last one is stay the course. Ito naman is dapat na manatili ang kagandahan ng isang organization hanggang sa huli. Because success will remain success till the end.